Ladies and gentlemen, guys and girls, my name is Raven and welcome back to my channel. Now in today's video we're going to be talking about how to 100% destroy the defensive meta. I've come up with a really cool idea of how to implement this where you still have parry in the game and parry is still very important, but instead of you getting a parry off and then getting a whole bunch of free damage, you actually have to fucking work for it. This will encourage people to fucking attack each other and actually, you know, play the game instead of just staring at each other and just blocking everything and waiting for a parry. Now my fear is that Ubisoft isn't going to go, you know, far enough in nerfing the fact that you get free damage from a parry. I think they're just going to knock it down from a heavy attack to a light attack, and they're going to put in a little bit of chip damage. I don't know what else they're going to do, but overall I think it's not going to really work that much, because anytime you give someone a chance to get free damage, they're just going to pretty much do that, i.e. the Warlord headbutt. You know, you only get a free light attack off of that, but people fucking spam that to death because once again it's easy and it's free damage, which in my opinion really just like waters down the like skill level of the game, and it just makes it, instead of being a skill-based fighting game where, you know, people are fucking in the thick of it, like beating each other up and actually attacking, it just turns into, oh, this combo fucking gives me a free light attack, I'm just gonna spam that, which, you know, kind of just destroys the whole intensity of the game for the most part. That's why you see Warlords just doing the headbutt combo into the free light attack. You see people just turtling up and just parrying because it's a free heavy, and you see Wardens doing their 50-50 shoulder bash into, you know, 2 light attacks, all that sort of stuff, because it's free damage, it's easy to do. Now once again, I'm realistic, so I know this is never going to actually be looked at by the devs, and if it does, they're pretty much going to dismiss it outright because they probably already have their plans in the work, and even if they wanted to do something like this, it's going to take them a year to do it because they take so long to get shit done. So I know this is probably not going to go anywhere in terms of it actually being implemented, but hey, it's a really fucking cool idea, at least I think so. I want to get your opinion on it, and I want you guys to basically give me feedback on if you think this would actually destroy the defensive meta like I think it would, because in my head it works perfect, but once again, the more people looking at something and giving their opinions on something, the fucking better. That way I'm not sitting in my own little echo chamber over here just going, yeah, it's a good idea, fucking Raven, yeah, it's an amazing idea, Raven, like, you know, that's bullshit. I'd rather other people give me their opinions on it, you know. So first of all, we're going to be looking at part 1 of destroying the defensive meta, and that is one thing that Ubisoft is sort of doing at the same time, which I praise them for, and that is implementing chip damage. Now, for those of you who do not know what chip damage is, it basically just means whenever you block an attack, you still take a little bit of damage, and it sort of just chips you away slowly. So if someone hits you with a heavy attack, you're not taking the full heavy attack damage, you just take, you know, a small amount of that, but it still damages you, so you can't just turtle up all day long, because eventually they're going to chip and wear you down. So that is the first part to this, and that is the chip damage, which, like I said, they're already implementing to a certain degree. I just hope they implement it properly. So a light attack, you know, does a light chip, and of course a heavy attack does a bigger chip. Obviously it needs to not do the full damage of a heavy attack, or, you know, even half a heavy attack. That's a little bit too much, but they do need to make it that, you know, if you do just sit there and turtle up and just block all day, eventually you will die, okay? You can't just, you know, defend your way to victory. They need to make it that you actually have to attack. Now chip damage is amazing as well, because of course once you get into proper engagements where people are fucking going ham on each other, people will be landing attacks, and then of course the ones that they don't land, that they get blocked, will still be chipping it away. It just makes the entire fight a lot more fucking intense, which is what this game is amazing at. When you get into those intense battles where your heart's fucking pounding in your chest and you're like, oh my god, just die, you fucking cunt. That's what this game is for, and I love it when it gets to that point. Problem is, right now that point is few and far between because of all the free damage and all the bullshit that's running around, but chip damage will help bring that feeling into it a lot more. Now we get into part 2, and that is the parry. Now this is my big grand idea that I have here, and it's quite a cool one in my opinion, okay? And of course it would be because I came up with it. But here is what I would do in terms of parry. Now from what I think Ubisoft is going to do, they're just going to do it so once you get a parry in the defensive meta patch, instead of getting a heavy attack, you can only get a light attack. And I've seen some people suggest that too, but that's not going to fucking kill the defensive meta. All that's going to mean is, oh great, now instead of getting 4 parries and the guy's dead, I now have to get 8 parries and the guy's dead. It's not going to fix anything. People are still going to basically parry all the time and, you know, turtle up a little bit because they can still get free damage from that parry. But here is where my idea comes in. Now, bear with me, it's pretty experimental and it would be really fucking cool. Now, my idea is when you parry, you don't get any free damage whatsoever. You don't get a free heavy, you don't get a free light, you get nothing in terms of damage, okay? Bear with me, I know some people are like, the fuck, man, that's insane. I got a reason for this. Instead of getting free damage, what you do get if you manage to get a parry off is you get a small duration where you get a damage buff. So all your attacks do increase damage, sort of like, think of it like a berserk stance sort of thing. Now here is the reason why this 100% kills the defensive meta. If you do parry, you get that damage boost. You can't do anything with it unless you fucking attack, okay? The only way you're going to be doing damage is if you attack after you parry. Some people might go, oh yeah, but people will just parry and get the damage boost. Yeah, you have to attack in order for the damage boost to work. So that will force people to basically attack and not just parry everything for free damage, because if you parry and don't attack straight afterwards, that damage boost is going to go away after a short period of time, and then you would have done nothing, okay? You would have gotten no damage from it, and it would have been a complete waste. And then take into account the fact that there's chip damage now in the game, which once again buffs and complements the fact that once you parry someone, you have this damage boost. You want to fucking attack as much as you can, okay? You want to throw out those heavies and just go fucking ham on the guy. And you make it so that when someone parries, their chip damage is increased by a little bit as well, because that will mean people will still want to parry. So if you have two guys going at each other now, okay? One person attacks, the other person parries. He now has this damage boost. He's going to go fucking ham and start attacking. And then if this guy parries his attacks, which means they both have the damage boost, which means that they both have to then just start fucking throwing attacks at each other if they want to make use of the damage boost, okay? If one person has a damage boost and he attacks you and you just parry all his attacks, yes, you will have this damage boost because you keep parrying all his attacks, but eventually he's going to chip you down, okay? So you're going to have to attack at some point to make use of the buff, or you're just going to die from chip. This way, parry will still be a massive integral part of the game, but it will be how it's supposed to be intended. You skillfully parry something away and then you fucking kill them, man. You don't just stand there looking at them and go block, 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 parry, free damage, suck shit, block, 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 parry, free damage, and then do that 3 or 4 times and they're dead. This way, if they implement my idea here, it will encourage people to attack each other. It will make it an all-out fucking brawl no matter what mode you're in. If you're in 1v1, you'll have people parrying and going on the offensive, then that guy parries your attack and then you both just kick the shit out of each other, which is fucking amazing. It's intense. This way, the game flows more fluidly. People are attacking each other, no one's just staring at each other, and everyone is getting into it. And on top of that, you get something for attacking and being aggressive. You still get something for being defensive. If you are aggressive, you're going to be chipping them away slowly, and they need to, you know, attack you to stop you. And then of course, if you get a parry, you get even more aggressive and you can just go fucking ham and do more damage and more chip damage. So for those defensive players who are really good at parrying, you can still parry and get a lot out of it, because like I said, once you parry, instead of getting free damage, now you're able to set up your combos that you would normally do, and they do additional damage. Now, I am fully aware right now that what I'm describing is not For Honor and is a completely different game, okay? You mean a game where people actually attack each other and aren't scared to fucking, you know, throw out heavies? Like, that's insane to most people, and I can see most people going, oh my god, that's like, their heads are just exploding at the thought of not getting any free damage off a parry. But when you think about it, people always take the path of least resistance, okay? If someone is able to get a free heavy off a parry, of course they're going to do nothing but that. If someone's to get a free light off a parry, of course they're going to just do that. If someone get a free light off a headbutt, they're going to headbutt him. Then get a free light off a shield bash, they're going to do that, because it's an easy way to kill your opponent, and it's basically no risk for you because you're taking all the risk away and you're just getting free damage. But if they were ever to implement my idea of the damage boost after you parry and the increased chip damage, holy shit, man, you'd be forced to attack people, you'd be forced to make use of that buff, otherwise you're just going to be standing there like a dickhead while the guy fucking slowly kills you via chip damage. Personally, I think that would make the game so much more fucking fun if they implemented this, but like I said, I highly doubt they're thinking about something like this, and if they do put something in, I think it's just going to be a half-assed, reduced version of what they already have in the game, i.e. instead of a heavy, you get a light attack now, and the defensive meta is just going to keep going. It might not be as prevalent and as strong as it is now, but it's still going to thoroughly be there. I think my idea is a lot more fun, and it brings a lot more, you know, combat to the game, because that's what this game is. You're 2 guys or 3 guys or 4 guys trying to fucking kill the enemy team, okay? You're not sitting there having tea trying to fucking watch each other jerk off. No, you want to be in the thick of it and you want to kill each other. And I think my idea would go a long way to, you know, helping people kill each other and making people attack. But that is it, guys. That is the video, and that is my idea to 100% kill the defensive meta, add some chip damage in, which I think they're already doing, and get rid of all the free damage from parries, and instead give the player a small window where they get a damage boost on both chip damage and regular damage, which will force them to attack. And then of course, I really would love to see a fight where 2 people start parrying each other mid-fight. They both have this fucking damage boost and they just fucking decimate everyone inside. That would be amazing. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and let me know your thoughts on this video. What do you think of my idea? Do you think it would actually work? Do you think it'd be more fun than, you know, getting free damage off a parry? Or do you like the free damage off a parry and you're like, fuck that, I don't want to attack, I just want to turtle up all day long? Just let me know what you think in the comments down below. And please share share this video to all your friends, get the word out. I want to see what basically everyone thinks about this. I'm going to be sharing this all over Reddit, Facebook, the forums. I want all you guys, please share it as well. Let's get the word out there and see what people actually think about this form of gameplay in For Honor. Instead of some free damage, let's see what people think about actually having to fucking work for their damage and having to actually get in the thick of it and fuck people up. I'm really curious what you guys and the entire community thinks. So share this around and let's see what happens. And if you want to see more videos from me, please hit the subscribe button. I shall see you all in the next video. Have a good one, guys.